Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share. We lost one of our sisters. Forgive me if I butcher her name. Imanitwitaho Zachee. She was only 26 years old, and I want to share this story about her life and living and what happened to one of our sisters. This is a long read, so share the video where you can. I created this channel for people who are different. Support those who support you. There's a PayPal on top.
People
Remember
murdered.
one thing, there are a lot of times people can't stand in the truth, but you find
Conversation.
one that does. Support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that cater to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here to learn something. Support those no judgment
who support you.
I love you.
Stay in your truth.
Zachee's 26 years old. I need y'all to work with me here because it's going to be a long read. This story is being reported as of February the 6th, 2023, which is obviously last month. A 26-year-old trans woman, Zachee, was killed in Louisville. Now, it's stated that Zachee was a black transgender woman born in Africa nation, Rwanda. She was an immigrant to the U.S. in 2019 and settled to Hazardwood neighborhood of Louisville, Kentucky. Now, it's stating that story goes place now on February the 5th, 2023. A transgender woman was killed shooting outside of JBS plant Butchertown called Kind of Happy. The colleague, a friend of Zachee, confirmed that she was born a transgender woman and was always had a smile on her face. Now, Louisville, Kentucky, the woman shot and killed outside of JB Swift JBS plant Butchertown Friday, identified at the Jefferson County Coroner's Office as Zachee through her friends called her Zachee. A co-worker of Zachee who asked that not to share her name said Zachee always had a smile on her face. Now, she was always happy walking around the hallway smiling. Co-workers said even when she knew that they were talking about her, she didn't care. She was always happy. Her co-workers described her as shocked to hear that she was killed in a JBS parking lot. She was working the line inside of the company where she was informed that the tragedy ran outside to see that they found LMPD and a black barrier around her body. She was very kind, always loving person, helping people. Her close friend said, Eric said, it was like, who does that? My mind was blown. May she rest in peace. Now, the person of interest that was killed, his name was Alberto Lores-Reyes, 58 years old, was charged with the murder and the jail outside. But I want to give you this little news clip right here where you can kind of get more information in reference to what happened. Check this out.
Vicky police say shortly after the shooting, they received a phone call from a man who said he had just killed someone and wanted to turn himself in. And police say the gun used in the crime was still inside his car. WLKY News Chopper HD flying over the scene of the crime. It happened at the JBS plant in Butchertown just after 3 p.m. A woman lying dead in the parking lot. Police say a gunshot wound killed her. This is the alleged killer, 58-year-old Alberto Lores-Reyes, giving himself up after the crime.
He called and wanted to turn himself in regarding the incident, and we met up with him at that point. The homicide detectives did.
The victim has not been identified, but police confirm she worked at the plant along with Lores-Reyes. Co-workers describe her as a nice lady with no enemies.
She never gave no problems. She barely talks English, so it was kind of like for everybody, it was kind of shook for everybody that, you know, they shot her, just pulled up and shot her. That's crazy.
Gunfire could be heard directly across the street, according to a business owner who says he heard shots.
We were just working upstairs and heard gunshots. Thought maybe it was a car backfiring or something. Next thing we know, there's a bunch of cop cars and forensics in front of our building.
Police say the shooting was all captured on surveillance video and that Lores-Reyes was seen driving away in the same car he showed up in at Metro Corrections. With Lores-Reyes now in custody after turning himself in, LMPD says there is no ongoing threat to the public.
That's a good thing that there's nobody outstanding in this particular incident.
The victim died right here where we're standing, and as you can see, someone, a co-worker perhaps, has set up a makeshift memorial here with some candles and flowers on the ground. The one thing we don't know and are still working to confirm is what is the motive, or what was the motive, I should say, for this shooting. We'll stay on it, and we're live in Butchertown tonight. I'm Randall Pan.
Rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace. Now, the LMPD, Matt Sanders, said that he was taken into by detectives to the Department of Homicide, where he parked outside of Metro Corrections. Employees at JBS informed police both the suspect and the victim were employed at the facilities, and police said that the surveillance videos captured the shooting. Zachee's co-worker and the judicial people who knew her tell the news that she was born in Rwanda before coming to the United States, and she wanted to live a life to be a truly self. I hope she gets the justice because no one deserves what he has done to her in America, the land of opportunity for the best life. Sadly, he didn't. Sadly, she didn't make it. Also, I want to show you something else in reference to a news article that I found in reference to the second part of the video of her death. Check this out.
Shot and killed in Butchertown on Friday was a transgender immigrant woman named Imanitwitaho Zachee. The incident happened in the parking lot of the JBS meatpacking plant on Story Avenue just after 3 p.m. Friday. Officers found a woman shot to death in the parking lot. WHAS 11's Connor Steffen spent the day speaking with some of those most close to her, and he joins us now in the studio with more. Connor.
Well, Tom, friends of Zachee say she moved to the United States, and more specifically Louisville, after living in Rwanda with her family. One friend tells me all Zachee wanted in life was to truly be herself. With beauty, grace, and always a radiant smile.
Always. You never seen her say it.
Imanitwitaho Zachee, a trans woman and Rwandan immigrant.
She was a very kind of person, loving people, helping people.
Is remembered by friends tonight. Some of those friends asked not to be named, but felt inclined to share more about who Zachee was.
She had a heart of gold. Her spirit was excellent. She didn't let nobody steal her joy.
Though it doesn't mean there weren't attempts to.
They was bullying her and harassing her because how she looked.
Zachee's friends say she was a transgender woman who faced adversity.
When she walked down the hall, she was tall. She wore women clothes. That's who she was.
At just 26 years old, Zachee lost her life. Friday, officers found her shot to death in the JBS parking lot.
I was like, who does that? Like, literally, my mind was blowing up. But may her soul rest in peace.
According to court documents, 57-year-old Adilberto Lores-Reyes turned himself in at LMDC shortly after the shooting. Police say both Reyes and Zachee were JBS employees, but the relationship between the two is unclear.
She had a whole life ahead of her.
The Human Rights Campaign calls the murder of trans people in America an epidemic. In 2022, the Human Rights Campaign reports there were 34 victims of fatal violence, and majority of those victims were Black transgender women.
This is another trans murder victim, another Black trans woman whose life has been ended prematurely.
Chris Hartman with the Fairness Campaign believes the aftermath of the incident warrants renewed calls for acceptance.
The message that we have got to send is that you are so loved, that there is a community fighting to be certain that you will be respected.
Respect in life and death.
We are one world, one people, one world, one person.
Now, JBS sent out a statement in response to the death, saying, "We are deeply saddened by the tragic death of one of our Louisville team members that took place outside of our facility on Friday afternoon. Our sincere condolences go out to the individual's family and loved ones. We are assisting police with the ongoing investigation however we can." Tom.
Thank you so much for your reporting on this, Connor. And if you are a member of the LGBTQIA+ community looking for support in Louisville, or if you're just looking to learn more, Louisville now has a pride
Rest
center.
in peace, my sister. Rest in peace. 26 years old. Unbelievable. So, she's at work. Obviously, she gets off work. She's outside, probably heading home. Here come this fool that decides he wants to kill her. Mind her business. Everybody already knew who she was, so I don't hear nothing about she tricks nobody. Everybody that plays states, they knew what she was or who she was. She walking around with smiles, showing people love, and just like this world, what it does, when you try to be nice to people, it sits up there and sends a message, we don't care until it's their turn. But what's even worse, he wants to speed off. You want to speed off after killing this girl. Senseless. Senseless. And then on top of that, you're going to turn yourself on. You felt bad. And the funny thing about that, you don't want nobody to kill your family. You don't want nobody to kill your mama. But you want to go out and kill somebody because you felt as though it's right. You're 58 years old, but yet still you want to go and kill somebody because you feel as though it's right. I hope you get your just due inside of that jail. I hope they treat you as a hate crime. They got your car on camera. Everything about you. This girl had the blood of Jesus all over her. They had the spotlight all on you. And at the end of the day, you're going to reap what you sowed. And it don't always got to come back to you, Reyes. It could go to your mama, your children, anybody you put it out on. This girl ain't bothering nobody but mind her business, trying to live her life the best way she can. She's going to work inside of a plant where they cutting up meat and stuff. She gets off, she on the way home, probably tired. Employees don't even want to get on her. They don't want nobody even know they, even took up for her, because that's like a bad thing. I guess to say, she was a nice person. I just don't want my name to be identified. At the end of the day, she's dead, but you want to make sure you remain safe. It amazes me how this world moves. It amazes me. But obviously she touched people within the community. People were upset. People didn't like it. They knew it was wrong. He knew he was wrong. That's why he turned himself in. But that's just not enough. Y'all need to rally behind this whole thing. It's very important to send a message. This girl did not deserve this at all. Nobody needs to go to work to get killed. Nobody. He's having a bad day. I hope he have a bad life. I hope the same medicine he put into this world, he gets it back double. I hope he get it back. This is just wrong on so many levels. This girl's life was just beginning. She just moved from Wanda trying to get a better life. She moved to the land of the free, the home of the brave. And she ends up dead. God bless you. May you rest in peace. Y'all comment below, let you feel about this video. At the top, there's the Instagram button. I follow you, follow back. Clearly, this is the end of this video here because we have no more to go on. All we can do is follow the court case and make sure she gets her just due of her justice. This is just wrong. Wrong. Comment below, let you feel about this video. Please share this video everywhere you can. Please share the video everywhere you can. So we can let people know what they're doing to us. Especially those who want to talk about something. Oh, y'all just want to be called women. Since y'all want to make it about y'all. A person just trying to go ahead to go to work. And you want to take her life and make it about you. Why don't you change positions? Since you were sitting back and saying, y'all don't want to be called trans, y'all want to call women. Change position because they killing women too. But you don't want to do that. Now all of a sudden you just want to be cis, I guess. At the end of the day, humble yourself. These girls are being murdered as you go home to get out your car to go watch your favorite movie. And I would just say the biological women, because y'all getting killed just as bad as us. We don't need to be sharing coffins. We need to be sharing equality. We need to be sharing unity. We need to be standing up for each other, helping each other, embracing each other, helping each other along the way. And stop making sure another girl gets put inside of a ground by senseless killing. But I guess you don't see it that way because you want to feel as though you got some type of privilege. But obviously bullets don't discriminate because they're killing the biologicals just like they're killing the two-spirit women. So you need to wake up and stop being stupid. Open your eyes. Dead is dead and murdered is murdered. Everybody family needs you to come home. It's not about gender. It's about being fair. Anyway, as I said before, Comment below you feel about this video. Like and share. And there's some stuff that I saw. I don't even want to address it. We'll talk about it when I go live. It's some stuff I saw really pissed me off from the lesbians. Anyway, like I said before, comment below. Let me know if you feel this video. At the top, there's the Instagram button. You follow me or follow back. Let you know I love you. And thank you for watching, Kissery.